Hey guys, it's Gina and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my very first random wrap-up. Basically, I am joining the group of booktubers that are doing shorter wrap-ups instead of a full month wrap-up, even though this month's wrap-up, it's coming at the end of the month, so it's technically a monthly wrap-up. But I'm pretty excited because with how many books that I can read in a month, didn't happen in the month of February, my wrap-ups have been getting really long and I haven't been able to talk about the books as much as I would like. So I'm going to start breaking down my wrap-ups and doing it every 3 to 5 books, depending on the books and what they are. I might do a couple more. It just really depends on how much I want to talk about them and what I'm reading. And it's just, I'm pretty excited. I think this format's going to be good because, like I said, I can talk about the books more than I would wrapping up 12 to 15 books at a time. So for this random wrap up, I have 4 books to talk to you about. They were all really good reads. 3 of them were new, 1 of them was a reread, and let's just get right into it, shall we? The first book that I want to talk to you about is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I listened to it on audiobook. It was so fantastic that I went out and bought the physical copy of the book because this book is amazing. The writing was fantastic. The world building is great. It is definitely a book that you want to pay attention to because it does time jump. If you're unaware, Station 11 is the story of basically the apocalypse. An illness occurs and it's pretty much the beginning of the end. It is a post-apocalyptic book and the book goes back and forth between pre-epidemic, during the epidemic, and after the epidemic, everywhere between 15 and we eventually end up 20 years later. So it really kind of grows. At the same time, you're going back in time and then you're flash forwarding in time and then you're going to when the epidemic was happening, and it was just done so beautiful and so well. And in this book, there is a comic series called Station 11, no, Dr. 11, and they go on to Station 11, something of that sort. And reading through this, I really want to read those comics. It would be pretty fantastic if those comics could come to life and we get even more in this story. It was overall phenomenal and I definitely recommend it if you're looking for something fun and intriguing. It was great. The next book that I read is a book that I've had for a while, and that is Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. I picked this book up right when it came out because it was the Booksplosion book of the month. I tried reading it, I was into it, but I have an issue with reading things when I'm supposed to read them. I don't want to read them, so it took me a while to get to it. I eventually listened to it on audiobook, and the audiobook was great because this is done in a dual POV, and having the man voice for Elias and the girl voice for Laya was really good because I was able to distinctly figure out who was talking and which POV I was in, and I really enjoyed the writing and how these two storylines kind of merged together at one point, and it just kind of went from there. And it is definitely not a standalone, even though it was marketed as a standalone, which everyone was in uproar about, but I'm glad it's not a standalone because I need to know what happens. It leaves off on a huge cliffhanger, and I'm not going to go too much into what the story is about because honestly, I don't even think I could describe it, but it is fantasy and it's adventure and action-packed, and I really enjoyed it, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The next book that I read was just a quick, fun read that I gave 5 out of 5 stars because of biased reasons, really, and that is The Bro Code by Barney Stinson with Matt Kuhn. I love How I Met Your Mother, and I read the travel size of The Bro Code, which was also awesome. This one was just fun, a really quick read because it's just the bro code. A lot of the times the pages don't even have more than a paragraph on them. So I think I got this done in like an hour, and that's only because I was doing other stuff as well. So again, if you're a fan of How I Met Your Mother, I would pick this up because it's fun. It is definitely a fun read. And the last book that I want to mention is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. This was one of my favorite books that I read last year, and I've been wanting to reread all of these books in the companion series, and it is on overdrive, so I got it. Listened to it all yesterday, as of yesterday, the day I'm recording this, but I I listened to it in almost-ish one sitting, just one day. I still love the story, even on audiobook. The narrator took a little bit of time getting used to, but she ended up being pretty fantastic. And I still love this story, and St. Clair and Anna, and rereading it, having read the rest of the series, it is so cool picking up on the characters that show up in the other books, and I just really loved it. I still think that Isla might be my favorite of the companion series. I don't know. I want to reread the next two and then make my decision on which one is my favorite, but overall, I just really love this story, and I've been feeling kind of slumpy lately, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a slump because I've just been obsessing over Hamilton, and like Hamilton has been ruining my life, and by ruining I mean making it better and controlling, and I've just been listening to that album on repeat, and it's been fantastic. So I've kind of been slumpy, which is why these 5 books are technically a February wrap-up and not just a random wrap-up. But it is what it is, because that's life and life happens, and Hamilton is amazing and you should all go listen to it. But anyway, that is really all I have for you with this reread and those 4 books together with the reread. That is all I have for this random wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope you guys enjoyed this new format. I think it's going to be well because I'm a rambler and I can ramble about books more than just telling you what it's about. And it's going to be fantastic. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys next time.